All right, we'll take our next question up front, then go to Jim, then go upstairs.
Carolyn Choate, WBIN. Were you aware, Kasey, that because of your win today, my city of Nashua, New Hampshire, will receive a $20,000 check for our school district? Thanks so much.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that, but I'm glad. It's great. Good to hear.
Go ahead, Jim.
Jim Uttershaw, observer for Kasey, and if Kenny wants to answer, is fine. Coming into today, you were outside the chase. You win. You're suddenly in the first wild card spot with about 7 races, I think, left. Is there a magic number of wins that you think you need to reach or hold or something, or do you look at is there just never enough as you look forward?
Yeah, I think probably never enough, but I think 3 would put you in a real good spot. 2 helps, but 3 would put you in a real good spot. So we're going to stay after it. We have some really good tracks coming up, and I like my car a lot, so I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I have the same opinion. You know, you can never get enough, but 2 is a step in the right direction. Hopefully that'll work out in the end if we have to fall back on that. But 3 would be even better. So we're going to keep after it.
Okay, we'll take questions now from the press box. Go ahead.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. My question's similar to Jim's, but not only do you take the lead in the wild card race, but you guys also go to 12th in points. So even if there's a tie, you guys are in really good shape there. And do you feel as if you're maybe going to look back at this win as maybe, hey, this was the day that not only did we win the race, but we sort of really put ourselves in the chase?
Well, I think I thought when we won Charlotte, that really boosted our team a lot. You know, we ran really well there for about 8 or 9 weeks. Went to Pocono and had as good a car as anybody there, maybe the fastest car, and got a right front. Went down there at the end, made some contact with another car, and then hit the wall. And lost a lot of the points that we had just gained. So, we lost a little bit there, but Charlotte to me was a big turning point for us. It, got our team really excited and going, and today's just another bonus. I mean, this should give the team some more confidence, myself some more confidence, and carry some momentum into these final. How many are left?
I don't keep count of them. 7, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, but 7.
Next question from press box.
Oh, hi, Kasey. Rich Thompson, Boston Herald. Just comment on getting your first win on this racetrack, and just what went into, finally getting this one.
Feels really good. This track is. I've been really up and down at this track over the years, and I felt great in practice Friday, practice and qualifying. Good in the Great Clips car. We qualified 2nd in that car as well and ran 6th. So, it was a really strong weekend for us. We kind of felt like every time we were on track, we were in the top 10 and contending to be one of the better cars. So it's we came here and Kenny Francis had a great plan. Had a car that unloaded very close, and we just tweaked on it from there, and we have a strong group of guys working on it, so it all worked out in the end.
Next question from the press box.
Louis Frank of Reuters. Kasey, I didn't write down the lap with the exact time, but in the closing laps, as you got into lap traffic, I think the lead got reduced to about 1.6 seconds, and then suddenly it opened up to 2.5 seconds. What, if anything, transpired between you and Kenny on the radio, and did you change how you were driving at that point?
Yeah, I kind of did. I was clipping the inside, my left front on the, I don't know, there's like a seam, and I was clipping it on exit, and it would kind of get the back of the car a little bit freer. So I quit doing that, and I had a little more rear grip for a while, and then I lost the rear grip again with about 10 to go. So I was able to kind of equal out with Denny, I felt like, there for probably 5 or 10 laps to where we were running a lot closer in lap times. And then the last 5 laps, probably the last 10 laps, I was trying to be on the flat, trying to be left front up, just whatever I could do to just get around the corner. And I was just spinning my tires a little more. I could see Denny coming. I knew I had some time, and probably just overboard a little bit with my right foot. But, we made it.
More questions from the press box?
Monty Dutton, Gaston Gazette. Kasey, in the race, there were 16 lead changes, and I believe that only 2 of them were involving 2 cars going fast, one passing the other. The rest were on pit row, etc. You talked about how you whittled down Denny's lead at one point. He obviously whittled yours down. But realistically, had either of those things taken, how many laps I mean, you know, everybody talks about it's one thing to catch somebody, something else to pass him. How many laps would have been a reasonable amount of time to work on someone and pass for the lead?
It's going to be tough unless you, you know, bump him a little bit, because you kind of go to the outside. I saw Jimmy drove under Kyle Busch right in front of me and was clearly faster for a couple laps there, and Kyle just kept holding him down, just staying on the outside, and finally got Jimmy's tires too hot, and he had to, you know, file back in behind him. So it's tough. I wish it was a little easier to pass here. It was the same story yesterday. You know, I don't know why that is, but makes it a little better when you can pass a little bit more. But yeah, it's tough to pass. It was tough to pass.
Final question from the press box.
Kasey, Michael Vega, Boston Globe. A week ago, you were kicking up your heels after, you know, beating all your teammates in your first sprint triathlon, and now here you are kicking up your heels after winning this race, heading into a week off. A, how do you plan to spend that week off? Are you going to do an Ironman triathlon now, and B, what about the momentum you guys have gained? Do you wish you had another race to go to next week?
I'm going to start by hydrating. I haven't done enough of that lately. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I haven't decided. I was going to go race my sprint car. I raced it twice last week, and I kind of decided not to go race this week now. So maybe just find something fun and low-key to do, take a little bit of a break, prepare for Indy. Indy is a race that I want to win as bad as any race that we go to. We've came close over the years, so hopefully we can put something together there and have a really strong car. But yeah, I don't really have a plan yet. I'll come up with something.
All right. We'll come back downstairs. We'll start with Steve and then go to Lee.
Steve Richards with PRN. I guess if you want to go fishing, you've already caught the biggest lobster. What was it like in Victory Lane with that behemoth?
They said it was 18 pounds. It felt like it was about 40. It was a huge lobster. I guess the team's going to get all the lobster meat so that the team gets that, and then they're going to put the shell, the rest of the lobster in a case and send it down as a trophy. So I'm excited to get that. It was pretty neat. I've never seen a lobster anywhere close to that size.
How about you, Kenny?
Yeah, it was pretty big lobster. I don't know.
Go ahead with your question, Lee.
Hey, Spencer, Fox Sports. Kenny, what do you do over the next 7 weeks? I mean, yeah, you're 12th. Kasey could easily, you know, jump over that hurdle and lock himself in. But strategically, how are you laying out the next 7 races before we come back here?
I hadn't really thought a lot about it yet, but we basically probably will keep trying to do the same thing we've been doing. We just try to come every week and do the best we can every week. Hopefully, you know, we come away with a few more wins, or at least one more. But I think strategically, you still got to keep, you know, racing to win. You know, I think wins are important, you know, and that's why we're here. So I don't really have any strategy other than let's go try to win the next one.
Okay, we'll take one right here on the left, then we'll go back to David.
Follow up for Kasey. Coming back here in September, if you guys do make the chase, how confident would you guys be knowing that you won here in July, heading into the second race in the chase?
Be really confident. You know, we'd feel good about where we were when we got here. We'd know what we need to work on, you know, as far as, you know, taking notes from today and kind of what the track did and, you know, how it changed and things like that, which the track will be a touch different when we come back, but a lot of the characteristics will be the same. So, you know, give us we'll be able to look at this track and really have a good game plan going into the chase race here. And we know some of the other cars that are going to run really well here too when we come back. So we need to be a little better, and I got the right guy to work on that.
Okay, go ahead, David.
Yeah, Kasey, David Newton, ESPN.com again. Back to the triathlon. I mean, you got to be mentally tough to make it through one of those. Is that any of that you used when you were buried back in the points early in the season?
I don't know. I've been buried in the points not just this year. I've been back there other times, and you know, you get in the back of the pack when you're racing. You have strong races going, and something happens, you end up in the back. So there's a lot of things thrown at you when you're driving a race car, and when you're at this level in NASCAR, and when I go and run my sprint car. I mean, there's just so many things thrown at you that just I think more than anything, it's passion and heart and just going for it. You know, I know when I was in that final mile of that triathlon, I was like, man, just start walking. This is hard. And then I told myself, you better not. So I kept going and finished off pretty strong. But it's, you know, you can ease up and people will take advantage of it if you do.